All right, here we go.
The Danish and O'Neill podcast. Fun for the whole family.
It is. That's true.
Wholesome comedy coming your way, kids.
That's true. That's nailed it on that.
Who was that?
That's the Chicken Bog. If you listen to Beach Cops, that's Chicken Bog,
okay.
great contributor. I don't know if it's a man or a woman.
I really like that. It's like Reading Rainbow, but for fucking filth pigs.
It's a good misdirection for our corporate sponsors.
Yeah. Oh, right off the bat, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan O'Neill, myself, I will be at the Denver Comedy Works South headlining May 26th through the 29th. Get your tickets now. It's going to be a hell of a show.
Bring your weed.
Yes, Denver Comedy Works South.
Denver Comedy Works, great club.
It's
Check it out if you're in the area.
May 26th through the 29th. Go get your tickets now before they sell out.
You know who probably won't be there? Cain Velasquez won't be at the show.
Dude. You know, it's you know what? I like what he did. I feel terrible though that his family is now going to suffer even more because he's.
If you don't know what we're talking about, he's a former UFC champion. Never in trouble really at all.
No, had kept his nose clean.
Kind of just like a grind. Even like in an interview, is just kind of a fairly humble guy.
Good guy.
It seems like everyone says good guy, family guy. He got arrested. Was it last week? I woke up and I was like, "What the fuck?"
That was this week.
It was this week.
It was like 4 days ago. I mean, we're recording this in the past.
He got arrested for attempted murder. He got 10 charges, and apparently, as it came out, they don't say who it is, but a relative of his.
There's speculation it was his daughter. I don't know if that's true.
I think his son is the younger one, so I would imagine it was him. But
okay.
Went to a daycare. This woman owned a daycare. Her son.
By the way, did you see that daycare? The house was a fucking mansion.
No, I didn't see it.
Had its own playground on the grounds. It had everything.
The son allegedly touched kids and touched Cain's relative, they believe, allegedly up to 100 times.
They also said, but by the way, you say son, the guy was like 43 years old.
Yeah, he's not a young guy. So the son, I guess, got arrested, got out for on bail.
He was going to pick up one of those bracelets where they monitor you.
And Cain took matters into his own hands, rammed his car, shot at the car, hit the guy's stepfather.
Which is weird.
Hit him.
I know.
Didn't kill him.
This was like an action movie, by the way. He should have been Instagramming live this because it was an 11-mile chase.
At 3 p.m., by the way. It's not. Yeah. This isn't like... My problems with it are, one, if you're going to do it like where the public isn't endangered at all.
Also, you got to shoot the guy that did it, not the stepfather.
Well, you got to, if you're going to go with this, you got to kill the guy.
Yeah.
You can't shoot a random guy. I mean, he's going away now for who knows.
It's too bad. I mean, here's what I say. If you're Cain, you go for a jury trial, and you hope that the jury is like, yeah, fuck this child molester, and just gives him the minimum.
Why not wait until the guy goes to trial and see what happens?
I'm shocked
he was just upset that the guy was out. Is that
why didn't he just wait like another day till you see the guy go get the morning paper and then fucking beat him to death with your hands?
That was my thing. Is he's a trained fucking killer? Like, why bring the gun into it? Like, it's. I mean,
could have ambushed him. If he's gonna kill him, he should have just ambushed him.
He could have got. I mean, I'm sure you could have got him alone, where you're not hitting his dad, who was stepfather, all these other people.
I get it. Unless stepfather was involved in it in some way, but they didn't say that, so it's tough to speculate.
I saw a lot of fighters didn't like this speculation, but I'm curious if CTE has anything.
I read that.
The rash decision making.
Also, how many guys? This is not like an uncommon thing. What about all the guys that fucking do this on the day-to-day basis that aren't fighters? I think it's a guy who was overcome with emotion, and he fucking saw that the guy... By the way, they weren't going to... They let the guy out on bail because they said he wasn't a threat to go get a monitor, and I think that's what set him off. But, yeah, I'm sure it might not have a... It might have a factor, but also I just think the guy... This happens all the time where it's not... has nothing to do with brain damage.
And like you said, the saddest part is now his family is without him.
I say
so. Like
free
it's
him.
Kind of your family gets kind of fucked two ways.
I know it's tough because if he hadn't shot the other guy, the stepfather, then it would be easier to go. Just let him go.
I don't know if this legal defense would work, but could they say something like, had he wanted to kill him, he would have beat him to death or choked him to death.
He shot him with a gun.
But they're like, but almost subconsciously, you know what I mean? I don't know.
So the defense is that he used a gun because
almost knowing he wouldn't do it or something. Because he wanted to like scare the guy or
you're
send
saying
a
his
message.
skill set is more of a deadly weapon than a gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that'll work.
That's a Diaz brothers defense. He's like, dog, fucking. I mean, look at the guy. He fucking kill him. He just wanted to fucking scare him. That's why he used the gun.
I saw the UFC fighters were pretty much unanimously in his corner.
They're out in front of the courthouse.
Oh, were they? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. A ton of his fighters from...
he trains at AKA
of San Jose.
They're San Jose, yeah. But I saw Israel Adesanya was like, if you want something done right, do it yourself. And I was like, but it wasn't done right, so...
Yeah, no.
it was a failure.
He might get more time with all these charges.
You get more
than they would have murdered the guy.
Usually you do get more with attempted than you do with murdering.
What he should have done is thought it out more. He should have gone to seen where the guy went, find him when he's kind of alone, say the guy attacked him, beat him to death.
Stab yourself in the leg.
Exactly. Maybe you have a chance.
Yeah.
But 11-mile police chase, he's going away. He's going to go away for a little while.
He has 10 charges, a lot of charges.
I hope that he doesn't take a plea bargain. I hope he goes to a jury trial because a jury might err on his side on some of those charges and give him a lesser sentence.
I think it'll be interesting to see what happens with the guy's trial. What if they're like, oh, these allegations aren't true? You know what I mean? Like,
oh, Jesus. Well,
I don't know. Then it's like, oh, shit.
They're like, it was only 94 times.
Or just like, I don't know. Who knows?
I'm with it. I say let him out. I mean, it is tough that he shot the other guy. That's where he really fucked up. You got to get a sniper rifle or something if you're going to do that shit. If you're going to kill him, you got to go and make sure you just kill that guy.
I saw a UFC fight. I don't want to say who it was in case I'm wrong. I think I know who it was. Said something like, I'm free Kane, but like, I'm going to get him some shooting lessons. I was like, Jesus, dude, a little soon for that sort of comment.
He might think that the parents were covering it all up and knew about it and just kept it going. Which in that case, then you like kill the whole family.
Did he do some sort of investigation? And then he...
I mean, if you did this as an action movie, though, the hero would be Cain Velasquez, and you would...
If he killed him, though.
Yeah, and you would be rooting for him the whole movie.
Like, if the end was he failed miserably, shot the guy's stepfather, you'd be like, it's not a great ending for him.
But it sets up a sequel.
Yeah.
Do you think that
he gets out and he redeems himself?
What if he just wanted to go to prison, and hopefully he goes to the same prison that this child molester goes to, and then he just spends 5 years torturing the guy?
Or I was thinking he goes just to target child molesters and, like, brutally murder them with his hands. As many as he can in prison.
Cain Velasquez is the child molesting prison murderer.
Maybe he'll get to Jared from Subway. Who knows?
He's got a list. It's Jared from Subway.
It's number one.
Dude, it's sad because this whole family is now completely torn apart.
Especially the kid. It's like you're kind of...
But I get where he's coming from.
Yeah, I understand it. But at the same time, you're like... It is sad that now the kid's without a father.
I would, in one way, I don't feel so bad for him because a lot of going to prison is the abuse that you're going to suffer. But not only is he going in with street cred, like I fucking try to kill child molesters, but he's also a heavyweight UFC champion, and I don't think there's anybody that's going to fuck with him.
And it doesn't hurt that he has a brown pride tattoo as a Mexican man.
Yep, he goes right into the MS-13.
So I think that could help him as well. But on good news from MMA, George St. Pierre is a happy boy. New research says the T-Rex was actually 3 species. The Rex, the Imperator, and the Regina.
What the
Pizzeria
fuck is that?
Regina.
Wait, what do you mean? It was 3 species in one?
I think there's three different types of...
Dude.
And dude, he must be in heaven.
Do you think that when he read that, he just immediately came in his pants?
I think he did like a little dance. Like,
I need to get new shorts.
And then I looked at his Instagram. Great post. He's sitting in front of the fossil of a megalodon's mouth. He's sitting down, and he said, I'm glad Megalodon disappeared more than 2 million years ago. It was a giant prehistoric shark who hunted whales. However, sometimes I wonder how a pot of orca would have to deal with it. What do you think?
Pose the real question.
I love this. What goes through this guy's brain on a day? That sort of thing is what this guy thinks about.
Orcas versus Megalodon.
That's what he thinks about. I want to read his diary. It would be like a child's.
Oh, yeah. It would be
Like, I'm going to an ice cream party.
He would be like, the new He-Man series is awesome.
I love Ninja Turtles.
I'm still sad that they closed Toys R Us. KB Toys also closed.
I'm trying to get a BMX bike, hang out with some friends.
Maybe my parents will get me one for Canadian Christmas.
Who would win, Superman or the Megalodon? Just, I mean, unbelievable.
Guy's a real treasure.
Unbelievable.
A real MMA treasure. Dude, I follow him on Instagram, and this motherfucker, his workouts are unbelievable.
Oh, it's all he does. He works out for like 8 hours a day.
He, man, does he have a girlfriend?
Never been linked, I don't think. There's rumors that he had a mystery kid at one point, but I don't think that ever came to fruition.
Him anywhere but with hanging out with dudes. And also, hit the backyard of his house, it looks like he just lives in like a regular neighborhood. With like neighbors like right next door.
They said, I think he was like mowing his parents' like lawn was like his thing. I don't know.
Well, how's he going to earn his allowance if he doesn't mow the lawn?
How's he going to get his Megalodon toys?
Dude, his house, I'm telling you, it looks like a regular subdivision, house costs like $300,000. He's got a neighbor like right next door with like a wooden fence right up against his yard.
I bet he talks to all the neighbors about dinosaurs and stuff.
I bet they see him coming. They're like, oh, fuck, here comes George on his bicycle riding by.
He should put the giant dinosaurs like Pee-wee's in his yard.
Can you imagine? He has a basket on the front of his bike. He just drives by and yells, "Hi, Mrs. Johnson."
He brings pies and stuff to the neighbors.
Dude, bet you he fucks all the women in the neighborhood.
I don't know. He's too much like Tom Hanks and Big. He might just want to jump on that trampoline.
That's an alluring thing. Yeah, guys, come over and jump on your trampoline. And she's like, if you let me suck your dick.
He's like, I'm not that into it. I saw Tyler sent me an unreal. I thought it was a joke at first. A Steven Seagal commercial for his energy drink.
What?
Unbelievable commercial. So it starts with a bikini-clad woman in a pool,
and he's touching her against her will.
He's of course not in the pool. He's fully clothed.
Yeah, of course, with the leather fucking trench coat.
They shot it like they were in two different locations because they kept cutting to Seagal outside of the pool, then her inside the pool.
One's in front of him, in front of the Kremlin. The other one is some lady in the Palm Springs swimming pool.
But then oddly, they're not. They are in the same place, which is I was like, why would you shoot it like this? Why wouldn't you shoot it wide at least a little bit?
He probably has some sort of restraining order where he can't be around women in bikinis.
So she gets out of the pool, walks up to him. He, of course, hugs her with like his hands low on her body. I'm like, oh, this is so creepy. Then he's like, oh, what's going on over here? And like, he's like, all right, see it. And he shoves her in the pool, but tries to make it seem like it's not intentional, but it's clearly very intentional.
Did he use her body weight against her to flip her into the pool?
No, he just shoved. I was like, this is the stupidest thing. It looked so bad. Then he goes and sits down. Another bikini-clad woman comes up. She starts speaking Russian. He speaks Russian back. He's
scumbag.
Yeah, real traitor. The flavors of the drink: Asian Experience.
What does that mean?
In Cherry Charge. I want that Asian Experience.
What the fuck is the Asian Experience? It's got soy sauce. It's got a hand job in it. It's got fucking...
They said it's like the first ever drink with Tibetan goji berries and like something. I've never Asians like Paulaceps or something. I don't know what it was.
What do fucking monks stir it with their dick up in a monastery?
So he sits down at the end after I think he gropes this Russian woman. And he's like, it's good to be the king, isn't it? Guess what? This could be you if you drink whatever it is. I was like, what a commercial. Dude, so in Russia. This drink on Russian TV.
It's selling you the dream of being a king. It's not rich.
King Steve.
Jesus Christ.
You could have women at your pool who you hug.
You got to get that.
Will.
What's the Asian Experience exactly?
Let's see.
Hopefully it's not Tiananmen Square.
Let's see what it is.
My God. It's gotta have tea in it.
It's got
noodles,
pork fried rice.
Okay, chow mein,
peas.
God damn! And it's only sold in Russia.
I don't know where it's.
I like how anywhere 10 years ago, this drink would have been selling the American Experience
in gas stations.
No longer.
Yeah, he's got to market overseas.
By the way, does it show like a boner in his trench coat or anything?
No, it says he can't get it up.
Okay. It says the Asian Experience will make you have erectile dysfunction.
It says there's Asian cordyceps, which I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, that's not a real word.
It's got the Asian cordyceps.
You got to get them seps.
Aren't those mushrooms?
Cordyceps?
Cordyceps
Look at the
mushrooms?
big brain on Aaron.
Aaron's been drinking
fuck is
Seagal's
this guy?
drink.
Look at the mushroom king of Chicago over here.
He's been drinking this drink. How's the Asian experience?
You know, it's great. I feel like a tiger.
Hey, why you got all those bikini-clad women over there?
I mean,
He's a king, King Aaron.
He's like, you will never be charged with sexual assault again.
They say the Russian troops have been all they're drinking is this stuff to get
that why they're
get
all-
hopped up.
Is that why they're defecting? They're like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know if I like this
Jeez.
drink.
Who are you for in that war, Aaron?
Who's your money on?
Russia or Ukraine?
I'm pulling strong for Ukraine.
Okay, yeah, good.
They-
So are we. Good.
They say the Savannah Bananas are pro-Ukraine too.
They said they're
Same colors.
They said they're going over there to play a game.
Blue and yellow.
I
same
saw a
colors.
comic taking batting practice with the Bananas.
Is that true? Who was it?
He was shirtless, if that's a hint.
Oh, is this a man by the name of Bert?
Might have been. He's trying to take over the Savannah Banana Show record.
Did you hook him up, Aaron?
I had nothing to do with it. This
Are you
is
sure?
pure-
Bestie? Remember that letter you got that you showed us? It said bestie?
They must have found us on LinkedIn or something.
Are you jealous? Do you wish you could go take some cuts with the Bananas?
Sure.
That doesn't sound too convincing.
Those teams, remember when Will Ferrell played every position for a team like that? It's just,
Yeah.
They just allow it. They're like, yeah, just come on in. It's good PR.
What is it? Isn't this current MLB lockout about these minor leaguers?
I think part of it is, yeah.
How do you feel that these Savannah Banana players are basically getting fucked over?
Well, they're not minor league affiliated. They're because they're only in the summer, and they're
Oh, they're summer league.
and they're collegiate, so they're not
Summer
technically-
loving.
Wait, these are college Savannah Bananas is a college team?
They're college players during the
Summer. They're moonlighting.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
what a so they get paid nothing.
Probably not.
Jesus.
Did you ever see the Real Sports where the guy was so broke he lived in an old folks home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the one where
we're pulling for you?
the guys now are signing away 10% of their lifetime earnings for like $100,000 up front from
good.
these investment companies? These
think
guys are
it's-
like, I don't know. And then they make these contracts worth like $40 million and they're like, fuck.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, well, like if you don't know, what is it? You make literally like $200 a week to play for these fucking teams.
It's not great.
They have like 7 guys living in a studio apartment.
And then the one guy who gets loaded. But this is kind of grim, so
Oh, well.
get prepared, everybody.
Grimmer than child molestation.
This could be. So we got a 24-year-old Wisconsin woman.
Okay.
She had a date. This lady's name is Taylor Shabusiness.
Is that real?
That is
Or is
real.
that like her online name?
I don't know. It's her name.
Shabusiness?
Shabusiness.
What the fuck is Shabusiness?
Or Shaw Business, which
Shaw-
we all know he's a businessman. So who knows?
Shabusiness.
By the way, I saw a clip, a friend of the show, Brandon Schaub, and he said he loves the greats of comedy, studies the game.
Okay.
He's like, I love George Carlton.
Oh, that's good.
And he's like, I love
Is that from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
he's like, I love when Patrice was on Opie and Anthony. So he's studying the game. He's getting it down.
George Carlton.
So Taylor Shabusiness was hanging out with this dude, 25-year-old man who has not been identified.
But what nationality is Shabusiness?
It's Cherokee.
No, what is it for? What is,
I have
is
no
she
idea.
white? Is this a white chick?
Looks white.
Jesus Christ. Shabusiness?
She
Who
ga-
changes her name? What are her ancestors coming to Ellis Island and they're like, we got to get rid of this fucking shitty Irish name. We got to go with Shabusiness.
So they
People
had
start taking it seriously.
these two went on a date apparently, or met up, did some meth together,
Okay.
had a good time.
Wait, where did they meet? On Tinder?
Didn't say.
Okay.
So they
Probably
go,
Craigslist.
they go back to his parents' house, who I don't think they're not home.
All fucked up on meth. Disrespectful.
So then apparently they started using chains, choking each other, having a good time.
Okay.
And then it ends up with her dismembering him and dumping his head and penis in a bucket and his legs in a crock pot.
So she's like,
When the cops showed up, she said, "You guys are going to have fun trying to find all the organs."
and they're like, they're right here in this crock pot.
They're like,
you
"Well,
dumbass. You
hey,
put them in one place.
Business. We're not really having fun for one. Two, it wasn't that hard.
It's called a slow cooker. Come on.
Sorry.
It takes forever.
What if it was an Instapot?
Yeah, exactly.
What if it was a George Foreman?
Dude, yeah, these people. The parents is the one who I feel the worst for. They're still using a crock pot. They could easily get an Instapot, cut that cook time in a third.
She's getting a sexual assault charge for acts that took place after the guy was dead.
Okay.
So I don't know how.
Wait,
how do you even determine that?
She cut the dick off? He must have been a shower then, not a grower. Because you cut that dick off, it's going to get small.
Stay hard? What happens?
If it's a shower, she could have frozen it.
They got called to the house at 3:30 a.m. By a resident who reported finding her son's head in a bucket. Never a good thing.
I like how they say a resident.
Yeah,
is it the father?
The house.
Local resident finds son's head in crock pot.
Jesus, man.
What I would like to know how this escalated. Is this lady attractive?
She's not bad.
Let me see.
Show you her. Show you the business.
What? This lady? Yeah, she's great.
Investigators say Shabusiness may have been the last person to see the victim. I want to say she was. She was found at home with dried blood on her clothes, so she didn't really do a great job of getting out of that.
Oh, she went home.
Yeah.
God damn.
During a search of her van, this lady's driving a van around town. Police found.
By the way, you don't ever go on a date with a woman that drives a van.
Police found a crock pot with human remains, including legs, according to the criminal report.
How big is this crock pot? She's like, you'll never find it. They're like, well, there's legs sticking out of a pot right in back of your fucking van, you idiot.
They later found the head and penis in the bucket, an upper torso, and a storage tote, and with body fluid and knives.
Supposedly.
What a fucking maniac.
Supposedly the mother of this child was like, what's in the bucket? His penis is.
When asked about what happened, Shabusiness reportedly said, "That's a good question." Which I'm sure cops love to hear when they have to see this gruesome fucking shit at 3:30 in the morning. It's a good question, guys. Good question.
Dude, does this scare men at all? It's an online dating. If women read this,
women
they're
are
terrified.
always paranoid of like.
Does this scare even one guy that like this
No.
could happen to them?
Well, I mean, I think the meth is where they went wrong.
Yeah, but you would think he would get superpowers also.
She told police that she and the man smoked the meth before going to his mother's house where they had been using the chains with the sex. Shabusiness said she blacked out at one point, then went crazy and began choking the guy, insisting she didn't mean to kill him but did enjoy the choking. She wanted the cops to know I was into it.
If there's any people that are going to write me while I'm in prison, make sure you're into choking as well.
By the way, there will be people who write this.
This lady's going to be flooded with fucking requests.
She's in Wisconsin. She may run into Brendan Dassey and Stephen Avery.
Avery's going to start dating her.
She said police, like she said, we're going to have fun trying to find all the organs as she dismembered the body. She stated all the body parts should be in the basement, so it's not really a scavenger hunt when you tell them where they are. She stated she used knives that she obtained from the kitchen and that a bread knife worked the best because of the serrated blade. It's a pro tip for you guys.
Hold on. Bread knife?
Yeah.
Oh, bread knife. I thought she meant a butter knife. Yeah.
Bread knives aren't like that power. You'd think. Like
they do have
butcher
that
knife.
good cut on them.
She said she did, in quotes, get paranoid and lazy, in that she thought it was the dope that was making her paranoid. She's like, I was getting kind of lazy, to be honest.
Wait,
I barely wanted to cut his head off.
The dope made her paranoid, but what made her lazy?
I think just overall laziness. She said she planned on taking all the body parts where they got lazy and only ended up putting the leg and foot in the van. And she forgot the head. Classic forgetting the head in the house.
Who forgets the head?
It's pretty important. And the penis.
Do you think she freaked out when she got home? She's like, fuck, what am I missing here?
She's like, I know, I forgot.
Got the penis.
Something.
I've got a leg.
Let me try to put it back together like a puzzle.
Boy, it's Humpty Dumpty. Modern day Humpty Dumpty.
She appeared calm and said very little during her court appearance, only acknowledging that she has the right to legal counsel. This lady's, you're fucked. You're fucked.
This guy saw no red flags, by the way, before meeting her.
She had recently been put on probation. They didn't say for what. And was supposed to be wearing an electronic ankle bracelet, which is a popular topic today.
Damn.
Apparently managed to remove it. Isn't the whole point so they fucking monitor that you have it on?
No, somebody finds a hack. Dude, this is like Running Man. Remember when they figured out how to undo the things around their neck?
They say that this was based on Shabusiness's life story. They psychically went with it.
This is Aaron. Would you be scared if you were in the dating scene after reading this?
I'm not doing a lot of meth dating. If I was, but
Okay, so smoking hot ladies like, hey, you want to go do some meth with me and we'll choke each other? I mean, you're going to say yes.
We'll go to your mom's house.
We'll say yes.
What could go wrong?
Not many of us are going to say no.
Her bail was set at $2 million cash, so I don't think she's going anywhere.
She's like, she laughed at it. She's like, that's it.
See what? I mean,
she goes, I'll sell my van for $3 million.
At this lady, I mean, might as well kill her. It's over.
Just rehabilitate her. I don't know. It's tough to see a hot lady go to the chair.
I don't know.
Taking her out of the marketplace. To be honest with you, I would go. I would go on a date with her. It'd be fun. Dude.
What if the guy was like, "I do it all over again. Unbelievable, craziest date of my life."
I want to know though. At what point did she choke him unconscious and then start cutting his head off?
Sound like she killed him with the choking and then was like, "Hey, I might as well start cutting, slicing, and dicing, and then have some sexual fun."
How big was the chain? Is what I want to know.
They said she took it off a local vehicle. No, I don't know what it was.
Man, so she and this guy.
Did she bring the chains, or the chains at the house? Are they in the garage? You have them ready to go?
I mean, were they naked, or was this just straight up chain choking?
They were dry humping. They were saving themselves for marriage.
How do you even go, hey, I got some chains if you want to come back to my parents' house?
Well, I think once the meth is on the table, I think that it opens up the everything.
I know, but you have to have the chains. Like, I don't think it's just an idea. Also, do you know how loud chains are? You don't want to wake up your parents.
Well, it sounds like they were in the basement having a good time.
He's like, shut the fuck up with these chains rattling
You're
around.
hitting the foosball table. They're going to come down.
He's like, this isn't a Christmas Carol. I don't need you rattling these chains around.
No parent deserves to come down into the basement, see their messed up son and his messed up lady chain choking each other.
Dude, one worse. They found his penis in a bucket.
They're like, that's his.
God
that's
damn.
him.
She sucked that thing after she cut it off, which is insane.
Or fucked it.
Yeah, both. I was trying to lighten the mood for the listeners.
Well, it sounds like Shabusiness and other people who knew this man, they may need some better help, some therapy.
Yes, they definitely need some better help.
I think they're going to need to talk about all this, and maybe even listening today. Yep. You're going to say, hey, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. I need to talk to a therapist.
Yeah, because you know what? What is therapy exactly? Well, it's learning that choking somebody with a chain and killing them is probably not the best way to live your life.
It's you are your greatest asset, so invest the time and effort into yourself like you do for other people. BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. You can wear what you want.
It's also more affordable than in-person therapy. You can start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. So join the millions of people who are seeing what therapy is really about. See if it's for you, because you are your greatest asset.
Guess what? This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Danish and O'Neill listeners, you get 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/get your pen and pad out DO101 DANDO. That's DO101 DANDO. That's BetterHelp BetterHelp.com/DO101 DANDO.
That's right. Stop being ashamed of normal human struggles and feel better. You deserve to be happy.
Shabusiness.
You know you do.
Man, what a date gone wrong.
That might be one of the biggest date gone wrong of all times.
It's a pretty failed. Let's stick with crime. We're going with Jimmy here. We got a dude,
little Jimmy Painter.
Is Brian Gower. Guy got arrested in Vegas. He, I guess, he was outside of the Las Vegas casino. Police said he made several bomb threats. According to the arrest report, he was wandering through the street near the Strat Hotel, Casino and Skypod. I don't know what that is.
Is that the Stratosphere?
Whoa.
Is that the Stratosphere, I believe?
Might be.
Is that what they're calling it now? Is that what the kids are calling it?
The Strat.
Hey, we're heading down to the fucking Strat, bro.
He was threatening to blow up the building. After he came onto the property, security put him in handcuffs, contacted the police. He continued making threats, stating he was Joe Rogan 2.0 and that he had a grenade in his ass and he wanted to fart.
Dude, if you're Joe Rogan, this is next level fame here, where people are like, I'm Joe Rogan 2.0. This is not,
it's not what you want.
This guy representing you right here.
But I
not want your name coming out of this guy's mouth. This is great. This guy's Joe Rogan 2.0.
I like the bit that he had a grenade in his ass and he wanted to fart. And they're like, forget his ass. Watch out.
And then did you hear what he said after that? He's like, I'm Danish and O'Neill 2.0.
They're like,
I'm
who?
farting grenades, bro.
Who are you talking about? While being interviewed by the police, he said he was an actor trying to raise awareness of bomb attacks. He spoke more about Joe Rogan.
Bomb attacks.
Yeah, he's
the
just
number one killer.
He's just trying to show him what could happen.
Dude, you know it's the number one killer of men is bomb attacks, then heart disease.
And Joe Rogan 2.0.
Jesus.
He spoke more of Joe Rogan and Kim Jong-un and said he had been in prison for choking out his ex-wife after she got upset with him for thinking about mass shootings.
Do you know that his wife is actually Shabusiness?
It could be. Claimed his lawyer is the fictional character Saul Goodman from Breaking Bad. And he made some comments about the Illuminati. Things are going good for
Hey,
this
where
guy.
does he drink? Moe's Tavern?
He was arrested and booked on relating to making threats of terrorism.
Also impersonating Joe
Rogan.
That's a criminal offense.
I think they thought it was him at first, and then they realized.
They're like, we got Joe Rogan 2.0 down here. Does the guy look like Joe Rogan at all?
No, he does not. He also is giving a thumbs up in his mugshot, which I didn't think was allowed.
Well, what are they going to do? Restrain you?
I guess.
Let me see the mug. He's going like this? He's just giving a straight up.
Yeah, hold on. Let me,
Send it to Aaron.
Yeah, I should send that over.
Dude, I don't know. Are there rules against it? You can't do it on your driver's license.
I would think they'd be like, we're gonna fucking take the picture.
I think they're like,
until
fuck this guy.
until you do it right. Man, a lot of crime out there.
This guy will be out quickly, I'm sure.
Aaron, would you hang out with this guy?
Probably.
You never think about it either. Sure. Dude, you always yes and us.
I feel like guys like that have been in the studio.
That's true.
That is a good point.
Yeah. Joe Rogan 2.0. You
Here
probably had
it
regular
is.
Joe Rogan in here.
Let me send it to Aaron, Mr. Banana. The head banana.
The strap. I'm blowing up the strap, bro. I'm farting grenades.
The cops must be like, God. Being a cop in Vegas must be pretty bad.
It might be one of the worst.
Although I guess being a cop in like Hollywood would be bad too.
Yeah, but Vegas is only tourists going in there.
And like you get
If you
the
do the
most,
strip.
you get the craziest of the crazies from all over the world.
And they're going there to party.
Yeah,
They're
do
not
meth,
just hanging out, fucking having a good time.
do drugs, pop that Brian Gower up, Joe Rogan 2.0 when you get it. He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
Hey, I know that guy.
He might be doing comedy.
He should have done some sound effects after all. I want to hear his delivery on all this, by the way.
They said it was like Bobcat Goldthwait.
He was doing the voice and everything.
He's like, I'm Bobcat Goldthwait 2.0. Maybe he was trying to do some stage time in Vegas.
At the Strat?
Maybe.
I can't believe they call it the Strat. By the way, the Strat is like at the other end of town.
Well,
I don't think anybody goes there. He should have done that I did that roller coaster that goes off the edge.
is that at the
It's
Strat?
suspended. It's on the top of the Strat, the roof.
The old Strat. Aaron, you hang out at the Strat ever?
No.
When's the last time you went to Vegas?
2014? No. We went for my dad's 70th.
Dad 70th was
2015.
What the fuck? Wait, what?
2015.
What were you? Are you gambling family? What'd you go there? See a show? Or get like a
Crazy Horse.
What the? Who's performing there? Did you go see Penn and Teller?
No, we actually saw Elton John.
Oh, whoa! Look at you.
My dad
Rocket
didn't,
man.
though. We went for his birthday.
He hates gays.
No, he just he never really cared for music, to be quite honest. So
So you guys are like, we're going to go and have a good time for your birthday.
He and my godmother's husband went to see Terry Fader instead.
Oh,
Wow.
America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Puppeteer.
He's like, I never liked music, but I always loved puppeteering. This fucking guy, that's a great mugshot.
Looks like kind of like Patrick Keane, comedian.
Oh, look, maybe it is. Dude, what? That is a tremendous mugshot.
That's a headshot for a comedy show.
He's an actor. What's he been in?
Very chipper for despite the circumstances.
That guy's he's gonna walk with probation.
Dude, Saul Goodman's going
Holy
to get him
shit.
off.
Dude, what if I were Odenkirk, Bob Odenkirk, I'd fucking represent him in court
for PR?
Yeah, it'd be hilarious. Yeah, well, I actually am his lawyer.
We got a guy, a Shanghai-based investor named Ding Peng. Isn't that the guy Tony Hinchcliffe had problems with?
Might
I don't
be.
think it is similar.
I think
name.
that guy was Dang Fang.
He sparked a social media backlash after saying he plans to teach his teenage son to watch porn and sleep with many women so that he can be a scumbag.
Dude, that's the Asian experience.
That for Seagal, it is for sure.
Yeah. He's like, you drink this can, you're gonna watch porn and have sex with lots of ladies.
How do you teach someone to watch porn? It's not that hard.
No, you gotta show them. You gotta go, all right, here you go. You gotta put it on. You gotta start jerking it.
He told other members in a group chat on the Chinese messaging app WeChat that he did not want his son to live a hard life as he did. Wants him to have a life of luxury.
Hard life was no porn,
no fucking
and
women.
no fucking.
This guy's the chairman of the China Quantitative Investment Society.
By the way, is that the American experience?
What,
watching
women?
porn and fucking chicks?
And maybe they're bringing it to China. He's like, we got to start living that American life.
This is why China's cracking down on everything, because they don't want this to be the norm. You get a bunch of fucking lazy ass people watching porn and trying to fuck chicks all day.
The guy wrote in the chat, I plan to get him to watch porn next year. He's got a timetable.
How old is he?
I didn't say. I'll teach him personally. He can start sleeping with girls in high school. When he gets to college, he can give me a few babies. He's like, pump him out. College? Jeez, why not wait?
How's he going to guarantee this kid's going to fucking high school?
He's going to watch. He's like, invite some ladies over. He's going to be hanging out with them, I think. It sounds like.
Do they, because they do still do arranged marriages there, do they just do arranged recreational fucking?
It sounds like for if you're ding pang.
You get that ding.
The pingus.
You get your dingus. You get your dingus suck this.
He said that he transferred his son tens of thousands of won, at least $3,000 to treat girls to meals. Says he already has 2 girlfriends. He's better than me.
This
guy's a real fucking tool.
I've never seen
You're
a guy.
cooler than me, man.
I've never seen a guy that wants his son to fuck more than this guy.
I want you to fuck. Promise me.
I want to smell your dick after you're done to make sure you did it right.
I've barely fucked and I regret it. All I've done is business.
I bet you probably. I mean, in China, you don't have a lot of options if you're a dude, because isn't it
it's a lot
7 dudes to 1 lady?
Oh, the kid's in 8th grade. He's believed to be 14 or 15.
Isn't that kind of old for? Well, I guess. Yeah, a little old for 8th grade.
Genghis Khan said, I've lived a hard life. I just kept studying when I was young. I was still doing that when I was 30. I don't want him to follow my lead. I want him to be a scumbag. You should send him to some comedy scenes. Let him hang out with some other scumbags, like-minded people.
Get him if he's a stand-up comic. He'll live this dream immediately.
They could break him in pretty quickly.
By the way, is he talking about the caliber of women that he wants them to have sex with, or is it just like
just the lifestyle? I think
it's just like anything,
just slinging it around.
You just fuck anything that moves.
Yeah, babies with numerous women. Don't pay attention to the kids. Probably
Who's this, Nick Cannon.
It sounds like it. You might fly him in to help him.
This guy's biggest, you know what? This is what happens when the guy, now he has the money and he's got the success, but he regrets not fucking. It always comes down to not fucking more. It always does.
People weren't too happy about this online because obviously I think
it's his kid. Let him raise him however he wants.
But a lot of people in China have like next to nothing, and like this guy's giving his kid tons of money. He wants him to fuck.
Hey man, it's part of, I don't know. Deal with it, China. This is a cool dad, bro.
You want to be capitalist society?
Welcome to America.
This is what comes with it. People getting their kids to fuck.
God damn. This is I like the parenting style. I wish my parents would have been more focused on my fucking.
I wonder what's his first porn site to break in the kid.
Also, does he watch Asian porn or is he going with American porn?
Let's go with American women. Very exotic.
There's way more American porn than there is Chinese porn. And what can you access in China? Anything?
If you're rich, probably anything.
Okay. Well, because most people,
satellite on his house,
and other people are like, I don't get any good.
Maybe
porn.
He's like, do some meth and get some chains, get in that scumbag life.
Can't this guy start fucking now? The dad? Is it too late for him?
Maybe they'll have a threesome. That type of fan. They'll go to the cat house in Vegas, or where is it? Reno?
Wait, with
Air Force Amy.
Guy's name?
Dennis Hoff passed away. Aaron, did your dad ever do anything like this for you?
Absolutely not.
No.
You never went to the cat house?
No. He
With the whole family to watch Elton John?
He put in zero work to get me laid.
What a lazy. Talk about lazy and paranoid.
I feel terrible for you.
Yeah. Sounds like a big regret.
Some dads buy their kids prostitutes.
My dad was also with the same woman for 48 years before he passed away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He likes commitment.
Yeah. Old Dangus Dingus over here, the Chinese guy.
Is he married? Let's see if he's married.
I would assume he's married. Otherwise, he could go out there and live his child's dream.
He should be.
I do like, though,
vicariously through him.
You do have to admire that he's like, I just want a better life for my son than what I had.
They say most parents do want better fucking for their kids than they had themselves.
Yeah, he's like, you see your mother? How would you be fucking somebody way better than her? Do better than I did, son.
Don't follow in my footsteps.
I don't get... The problem is that if you get him on the porn, you got to kind of choose one or the other. If you get him on the porn... He might not be fucking at all. He might just get addicted to the porn.
So he's like, don't do. He might monitor it.
Do you know that in China there's a movement, an anti-porn movement called No Load Left Behind?
That's
where they don't want you to blow all your loads on
interesting.
Porn. It's all for the ladies. It's for fathers that want their son to fuck.
I wonder what do they do for Father's Day? Probably
the two of them?
Hardcore fucking.
You mean together?
Father pushes the son's ass while he has sex with women.
Well, just watch porn all day.
Is the father like, does he take an interest where like, I get to watch you with some of these women?
This is eventually what's going to happen. You bring them home and I'll try them out for you, make sure that they're up to your standards.
I'll do the talking.
This is going to end poorly for this guy.
The kid probably will end up miserable. Who wants their parents to introduce him to porno? The whole point of porno is that you're sneaking around.
It's self-discovery.
Doing it by yourself.
But by the way, this kid's 15 or 14 or 15. He's years behind American porn watchers.
Yes.
American porn
Probably
watchers
like 8
are getting
years.
in there. Yeah. This guy's got a lot of catching up to do.
We got, who's this? This is the Moon Man, Howie Moon. Been a minute.
By the way, I don't know what the average sexual partners in China is, but I'd imagine it's 1 or 2. So if this kid has sex with like 4 women his whole life, his dad will probably be pretty proud.
He's like, thank you.
He's like, you scumbag piece of shit, I love you.
Give me a hug. Kiss me on the mouth. We got Walmart Canada. Learned a lesson the hard way. They brought in a Polish toy. I don't know how it ended up in Walmart Canada. It's a toy cactus that was sold on the website as a teaching tool. I guess to teach, they want to teach kids Polish. I don't know why they want to learn Polish in Canada.
What? Doesn't make any sense. Who learns Polish, period?
But, yeah, it's not like a really language you need to do like global business or anything.
They didn't teach us. There was no Polish class in high school or college.
It's been removed from the Walmart's online roster after reports that the item, which sings in English, Spanish, and Polish, I guess you can learn 3 languages, featured inappropriate language. Grandmother from Brampton in Canada, no clue where that is, who's Polish, discovered the cactus's shocking vocab after purchasing it for her 15-month-old granddaughter. Was horrified what it heard. She said, when I started to listen to the songs and I heard the words, I was in shock. I thought this was some kind of joke.
What words did she hear?
It's about taking 5 grams of cocaine and being alone. It's a very depressing song, she added. It wasn't uplifting.
What is this, a Polish joke? This is insane.
Polish joke on the world.
Just talking about doing coke.
The song that is being used is by the Polish rapper Cypus, who posted about a related scandal connected to the toy on social media.
Is this real?
This is real.
Do you think that he's the guy that sells the toy?
He said he had no prior knowledge of his music being used, and he was going to take legal action.
What is this? Just some huge billionaire who starts a company building these cactuses as a prank on everybody?
Why would you? They're just like, who knows Polish? No one's going to figure it out.
Dude, what?
What does it sing in English? Like, it's a small world. And then all of a sudden switches to Polish.
No, it's like,
talking about cocaine.
What's your favorite color? It's red. And this guy's like, do coke. Fuck in the butt. Get it all you must.
His grandmother's like, no, it's too depressing.
I like how there's only one person that spoke Polish that bought this fucking thing.
She cracked the case.
By the way, fuck you, old lady. How dare you take this away?
Why not teach your own your 15-month-old grandkid Polish yourself?
Dude, I would have gone to Walmart and bought all of these up because these are going to be worth a lot of money one day.
Yeah, in Poland. It's going to be huge.
It's the only way. It's the only way. People, instead of radios, will just have this cactus.
They say it's the Polish NFT. Aaron, did you get any of these when they were hot?
No.
You speak Polish?
I don't. My mom does a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. My family on my mom's side is like, my mom was conceived in Europe and then born in Chicago.
In Poland.
Yeah, my grandparents were like direct from Poland. Yeah,
Jesus. So look, all those jokes we made, I feel terrible about.
We owe Aaron an apology.
Yeah.
that's fine.
Sorry, Aaron.
We'll get you one of these cactuses. Listen to your ancestry rap about Coke.
All right, this will cheer Aaron up. We'll probably get out of here on this. This is from Dardis McClintock. I believe that's a wizard name from Beach Cops. Check
Yeah.
out Beach Cops.
Beach Cops. It's the best.
Leave it a 5-star
Are you a
review.
subscriber to Beach Cops, Aaron?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Didn't you get your dad a subscription for Christmas?
Yeah, it's what killed him.
He went out having fun.
It was the Elton John episode.
So this is I'd never heard of this. We got another Vegas-based company called Love Cloud. They're offering a unique experience called the Mile High Club Flight for $995. You get flown around for 45 minutes on one of the two planes, and you can fuck while you're up there.
Is this a jet or is this like a regular Cessna? Because it's gonna be a lot. What is it? Is this just an air mattress in the back of a fucking Cessna 172 Skylane?
Better be thorough cleaning between flights.
Do you have to bring your own lady, or do they provide one for an extra $1,000?
I think you bring, but I don't know. Probably.
By the way,
you could have sex with the pilot for $2,000.
How high up in the air do you have to go before there really are no more rules?
I don't know.
Like, is prostitution legal at like 35,000 feet?
Not sure about this. We'd have to ask the Sky Cops.
Yeah, we need to. It's like international waters.
After the flight, you receive a commemorative membership card signed by the pilot.
He's like,
saying
hey,
you fuck.
Good fucking back there.
I saw it. Man, it smells good back there.
Jeez.
You can upgrade to a 60-minute flight for $1,095 or 90-minute flight for $1,495. For an extra $300, you get transportation to and from the plane, a bottle of champagne, dozen long stem roses, and chocolates.
How embarrassing is this, by the way? It's the pilot's like, yeah, you guys are going to get funky. Get some fucking going on.
I like what I see here.
Dude, you're up there. The whole point of it, dude, what a waste of a trip, though, if you can't get a boater. You better take a Viagra to guarantee that you can fuck up there.
There's also options for anyone not looking to make love up there.
What is going on?
You can have a romantic dinner flight and wedding and vow renewal flight on this fuck plane that stinks like people's asses. They're like, man, it's romantic in here, but it stinks.
I just stepped in a load of cum on the carpet.
It's a used condom in my seat. According to the New York Times, the couples can pay $11.95 to get married on a plane. And they have a fucking all this $400 more. You can tack on a 3-course meal for $2.
Is this $1,000 per person, or is this for the couple?
I think the couple.
Can you just get how much is it to just go up there and jerk off in the plane?
It's $500. We should send friend of the show John Little up there to have some fun.
Yeah, I went fucked in the Mile High Club.
Yeah, that's overrated, O'Neill.
Dude, I feel
empty.
Who cares about fucking
also,
in the air?
Isn't the whole point of it to do it like on the sly, not all set up like this? It seems like this doesn't count.
I think this company's gonna go bankrupt.
I'm a stock. I hope
God
not.
I got. Oh, you bought stock?
Yeah,
you're one of the
owners.
You're one of the first investors.
Most of the company's customers are couples, but according to the Times, they have accommodated groups of 3 or 4 with an additional fee of $200 per person. A little orgy action in the sky.
Dude, you should just use it to try to actually. It sounds like kind of cheap.
Is there a point where they're like, you guys got to break it up? I got to land the plane. Stop sucking. It's over.
Why don't they do a commuter route to L.A.? It only takes like an hour to fly to L.A. if it's a private jet.
Hey, can I fly with a dog? Just asking.
It's legal, but you got to get the 45,000 feet.
Keep going up. Tell me when.
You keep going up, and I'll keep going down.
Upon boarding, flyers who've booked the Mile High Club trip will find a pair of twin mattresses and pillows.
Dude, no way. This is like a flop house. Just no sheets.
With red satin sheets.
Just 2 fucking mattresses duct taped to the ground.
Twins, which are tiny, by the way.
Like, how much can you get out of it? This is small plane.
They have Murphy beds.
Just stains, brown stains, and blood.
Why not just go to a motel? It's the same experience for way less.
For $1,000, you get a sweet-ass motel or hotel room. For a motel, you could rent out the whole goddamn place.
There's only a curtain separating the main cabin from the cockpit.
No, is that what it says?
Yeah, but the pilots wear noise-canceling headphones. Yeah, they don't take those off when they get Dude, you can't see them.
Why wouldn't you have a beaded curtain separating the pilots from you?
I think they have those on some. You have to pay extra for the
guy
beaded
has
curtain.
noise. Yeah, except he also has a rear view mirror, and they're like, "Why do you have a rear rearview mirror in the fucking plane.
Can you guys play some Rick James over the loudspeaker?
Why does this guy keep holding his phone over his shoulder?
This is-
You can't even afford to put a door up. This is insane. You're gonna fuck with a curtain that's gonna flop around the whole fucking time, and you're gonna guarantee that these pilots have noise canceling headphones on.
If you go up with a group, how many people can fit on 2 twin mattresses?
Also, how many times do the pilots go back there and just fucking sneak in?
They're like, I'm going to put it on autopilot here for a few minutes.
I'm gonna go back there, get my D wet.
The founder, Andy Johnson, great name he's 40. He said, you come with a smile on your face and you leave with a bigger smile on your face. Because I'm talking about fucking.
Oh, coming.
According to the company's website, this dude founded a flight school where he is taught. He hopes the trips offer something new and memorable for couples.
This is the dumbest idea I've ever heard.
He said, we help keep people from divorcing. I'll tell you that.
No, you
Why?
don't. Because people are like, babe, you never want to fuck in a plane, and
Now
it's
we
tearing
can.
us apart.
And he's like, another marriage saved by fuck flight.
Yeah, the ego on this fucking guy.
I think he has to justify why he invented a flight for people to fuck. Is he a pilot? Because I could see him being like,
Says he's
oh,
cheating.
yeah.
Yeah, he's one of them, I guarantee you.
I want to see airplane confessions, like taxi cab confessions. Like, you guys fucking? What are you doing, huh? Looking to have a good time?
The most shocking thing is that there's a curtain that separates us, and that's it. That's fucking disgusting.
For an extra $7, they'll film you having sex and give it to you.
They said they hose you off after you land right outside the hangar.
While you're boning, they're like, you guys like a beverage? You like some pretzels?
Cart comes by, runs over your dick.
Jeez, you hit my knee.
You hit my balls. You hit my wife in the tits. You son of a
Is there a
bitch.
waiting room? Like, you're like, you guys going up next? Don't get too crazy because we're after you.
No, they have
Don't spray the walls.
They have a fluffing room. you only got the 45-minute flight. You really got to try the 90.
You're like, oh, you're slumming it.
You know what sucks is that after you blow your load after 15 minutes on this 90-minute flight, you just got to sit there.
You're like, I want to go down. I want to get out of here.
Yeah, I'd love to wash my dick off.
If the woman you don't know well, you're stuck on a fucking plane. You can't leave.
What if can you flush the condoms down the toilet?
They said they throw them out they open a door real quick.
They have a condom chute?
throw it out.
Do they have Do you know that they have some of the grossest shit in there?
I'm sure some idiots are like,
Mirrors?
let's try to conceive up there. That'll be awesome.
You know where you were conceived? Yeah, we paid $1,000. I fucked your mom up here. Dude, do they have mirrors? They must have mirrors everywhere.
It's on the ceiling.
It's got to be.
And
all
the
over.
floor.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
What a fucking idea.
Are you that?
Ding Pang should send his son over to fuck on a plane.
By the way, is your fucking so boring that you're like, we need to invest $1,000 and get up in that plane?
With twin mattress with disgusting sheets.
Dude, I love it because in America, blowing a load isn't enough. You got to do it at some fucking location. You got to have some sort of add-on to it. We're done. We're done as a society.
And this guy's like, well, I could open like a coffee shop. You know what, though? I should open a plane where people can fuck. Because a lot of people ask me why there isn't that. So
Nobody's ever asked that, ever.
It's so good. This is the stupidest idea.
How many people... Dude, I've taken a lot of flights. Have you ever seen anybody sneak in there and do a fucking
No.
Mile High Club bullshit?
No, and I've been on long flights internationally where I don't see anything.
That's crazy.
Like, if it's going to happen, you would think it would be on that, where it's like, people are sleeping and there's...
I only know one person that ever did it.
It sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Tiny bathroom.
How do you even maneuver it? Come on. Dude, I don't want to talk to anybody on the plane.
Well, you need to touch stuff in there. Like, you need to
It's
touch
disgusting.
the counter.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it.
I've been on one of those big ass planes, the Airbus A380.
With the upper deck?
Yeah, there's a second deck on
And
it.
everyone's up there just fucking?
Is that the fuck lounge?
I mean,
It's like, I was looking for my family. Oh, my God.
Is that Elton
it's
John?
the only way I can imagine it being possible because
Wait, how big are the bathrooms up there?
they're pretty big.
Huge.
Yeah, I used them.
Like a YMCA? They have showers in there?
They do have showers.
There you go.
They have,
That's the
they have
only
a
way.
basketball
They
court?
have a duty-free store in the back.
Duty. I hope it's all duty free.
Yeah.
Duty-free store. You're like, how much to fuck some of these employees?
I haven't been on one of those planes since the 80s. I remember once going up in a lounge in one of these on a Lufthansa flight.
You don't see them a lot
I haven't
anymore.
seen them. No. Oh, wait. So you
Yeah.
went on the new one, that giant fucker.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was like in 2015.
Where were you going? See Elton
Southeast
John?
Asia.
Whoa, getting the Asian experience. You could have just stayed at home and drank the new energy drink from Steven Seagal.
Had I known, would have saved a lot of money.
Where'd you go? What?
Cambodia, Thailand, and Myanmar.
Whoa, was this a sex tourism trip?
No.
Ayahuasca?
No.
Were you with Ari Shafir?
No.
Did you see him there?
No.
I live here now.
Get off my fucking street, Aaron. Piece of shit.
I don't want anyone from my former life coming in.
I don't want them to tell my neighbors what I was like beforehand.
I tell them I'm a woodworker. I work with my hands.
Wait, how long were you there for?
21 days or
Wow,
something.
look at that.
Look at
Did you
that.
enjoy it?
I did. I got food poisoning towards the very end, but
Oh.
so that
Was this your
That's good,
was this your
then.
honeymoon?
No, this is right after we got engaged.
Okay.
This is engagement moon.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, look at you. Look at Aaron over here.
What'd you eat that got you sick?
Something with chicken. I was avoiding all the things I thought.
Oh, you should have
That
eaten
got
the
me.
crickets, dude. Nobody ever gets sick from the crickets.
There were no crickets to eat. This was not.
Oh, you
Wasn't
went,
that kind?
you
were at
went on the
resorts.
white people
We're at a
tour.
restaurant. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
No, I get it. Yeah, that's the tough thing. But at least you didn't get sick till the end.
Yeah, but it was still Christmas Eve or Christmas Day.
Oh, so you woke up in the morning in Myanmar, the Christmas tree, your presents, you didn't even feel like opening them.
They say that's what. Did you bring presents? What do you do?
No.
In that
Yeah, for 3 weeks you had to haul presents around.
case? You're like, let's keep it real small, only tiny presents.
No.
They say Thai Santa Claus has a crazy sense of humor. You know, if it does bring food poisoning, other ailments.
Maybe you were a bad boy that year.
It's entirely possible.
You got the coal in the stocking.
Did you have a Z-Pack with you?
No, I had to go to the hospital.
What?
Oh, Thai hospital.
Why?
It was in Myanmar. Luckily, we knew someone who worked there.
Wait, how do you know somebody works at a Myanmar
My
hospital?
wife went to high school in Myanmar.
Oh, she did?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
What was
man.
it?
She military kid?
No, her parents were teachers.
Oh, taught
American
English.
schools over there. Yeah.
What was her
She
high
must have been the
school-
only. Was she the only white?
No. She's got other friends who are.
What was her high school mascot? The Myanmar Spartans?
No, I actually don't know.
Mountain
I don't know if they had
lions.
The
one.
bananas.
She liked that Stallone, the Rambo in Myanmar.
She
She's like, reminds me of high school.
school.
Reminds me of high school.
That was my teacher. Just like my science teacher.
We actually did just watch First Blood Part 2, and she did not make that comment. But
Does she speak foreign languages?
no, not
No.
really.
So it was a
Everyone,
white-
everyone spoke English around her, in that school and around her. Like it was mostly like wealthy Korean families
Okay.
in the school.
So when you went, everyone was like, "Oh, look who it is! She's back."
Yeah, totally.
Was this for a high school reunion?
No, just
They're like, "Look at
going
you,
back.
married an American."
She is also American.
She is American.
Yeah.
She's a white?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's born in Pakistan though.
What?
What the fuck?
Aaron, you might be married to a spy. What is
going
the
on
layers?
here?
The layers
Jesus
get deeper and
Christ.
deeper.
No, her parents taught all over the world, so they
Yeah,
switched-
taught. They were doing
switched-
missions, Aaron.
It's
Everywhere you went, I want the timeline because I want to know what diplomat died while they were over there.
They're like, they were in Lebanon
They
for
were-
the big coup.
they were in Somalia right before like Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, they
Here
were
we go.
involved.
Yeah.
Setting everything, putting everything in motion.
I
They-
saw
they
them in the
were-
movie.
They were here. They were over here in Tucson, where they lived in the off times, and they were like, you can't go back to Somalia. The school is gone.
Yeah, he's like, I set up the landmines that blew it up.
They're like, but we have more to teach. What are we gonna do?
Dude, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Are they still teaching or are they retired?
No, they both passed away.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
jeez, Aaron,
Jeez,
why you gotta
whoa.
bring it down?
I mean, that's what happened.
Everybody's dying on this.
Well,
episode.
they're spying. Kind of finally caught up with them.
I mean,
Where else did they teach? St. Louis.
Tunisia was the last.
North
place.
Korea.
No. Mozambique, Venezuela.
Jesus.
West Germany or East Germany
Pakistan.
around 1990.
People
No.
are responsible for thousands of English speakers across the world.
Potentially.
Man,
Wow.
spreading the gospel of America. I like
They're
it.
like, you guys gotta fuck. You gotta watch porno.
Wait, when you were in the hospital, do you still have both your kidneys?
I do, and I was
He's
there
got a
for-
third. They gave
I
him
w-
another one.
There's one hanging off his nipple.
I was there for 3 hours getting IVs, and it cost $20.
Wow.
That's just the tip. They're like, it's free. You're like, here's $20 for treating me well.
Dude, do you go back there to get all your work done now? It's worth it for the flight.
$20. Jesus, what a deal.
$20.
Here, that would be like $80,000.
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
go in an ambulance?
No.
He rented an ambulance, had him drive him around the whole time he was there.
His then girlfriend's best friend was an ambulance driver in Myanmar.
Who also was like, hey, I got to stop in here real quick. He pulls a machine gun out.
Did your then girlfriend in high school get most likely to move the fuck out of Myanmar after high school in the yearbook?
I mean, she probably could have. It was pretty obvious they would.
Who won
A
class
lot of them
clown that
have
year?
moved over here as well. So.
Oh, they got the fuck out.
Oh, so they're bringing traffickers. That's what you're saying. Man, who knew? I had no clue that Aaron was with an international woman of mystery.
We need to do just an episode, a deep dive into Aaron's life.
What does she do for a living?
She works for the Pentagon
No,
via Zoom.
No, she was in the music industry, but she quit to raise our child.
Oh,
There you
wow.
go.
Okay, look at that. Music industry.
And your child is boring, born in the USA.
Yep.
Lame.
It's just
Not conceived in Europe like
Mission Hills,
Mrs.
California.
Aaron.
Also, though, you're going to send her to Myanmar for high school?
no,
You sure?
Exchange program.
100% sure.
They still do exchange programs? You still get a student?
Sure.
I think so.
Remember we had a girl in 8th grade from like Peru or somewhere.
She hot?
She was.
Jesus. What? You can't be doing that. You can't be sending hot chicks over here.
But I think she lived with this dude who like they pretended to be dating, but the dude like he wasn't out of the closet, but it was very obvious that he was a gay man.
Oh.
Or then I guess boy. Or
Did
young
you
man.
who did you give to get one, or did you just volunteer?
I don't think it was a trade. I think it was just they brought her in. Carolina, I believe
How long
her
did
name
you stay in
was.
touch with her?
I didn't really know her that well.
But she lived in your house?
No, I lived with this dude, the gay guy.
Oh, I thought you meant she lived in.
No, she didn't live with us.
That sounds like they met online. Doesn't sound like an exchange student.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she was a narc. I don't know.
Fucking Aaron would know. He knows the classic
He's
signs
like,
to look for.
Oh, I know her. I met her in Myanmar.
Dude, do you remember that Simpsons episode where they got an exchange student?
The French one, right?
Yeah.
And Bart went to France.
And then they got one who was like a military spy for
Bart
North
was
Korea.
crushing grapes with his bare feet. They're really abusing him.
Yeah, and he learned how to speak French though.
I think Aaron needs
My
to go
wife
to.
did exchange in France.
Really?
Yeah, she did.
How many exchanges are you allowed? I think she's over her limit.
I think it was in college. She did it. So.
Where'd she go? Paris? They all go to Paris.
No, it was outside. It was somewhere outside the city.
Okay. I had a girlfriend who went to Paris.
Are you as internationally traveled as your wife?
No, but we're trying. We did in the pre times.
You should try that plane in Vegas. Get some culture under your belt.
There is a Myanmar resident discount, they
Yeah.
said.
Dude, my ex-girlfriend in college did that exchange program in Paris, and they put her with this old lady in this tiny apartment, and it was like a living hell. So she put in a request for a transfer. She goes to like the ritziest part of town, lives in this fucking 3-story penthouse on the street with this cool family that had like a child. They go, well, if you just babysit every once in a while, you have your own floor to yourself.
My sister got
Unbelievable.
put with an old lady in Spain who had 2 of them, 2 exchanges for the money.
No, this is the European welfare system getting exchange students.
And I think they only have to like feed you so much. So I think you're
Yeah.
kind of on your own for like a bunch of meals.
That's what happened to her.
like you get like 1 meal
Yeah.
a day, and you're like, what the fuck? Where does I get my food?
She gave her like a can of sardines in the morning, and that was it.
Like, good luck.
Dude, this other family, I went to visit her. It was this place was like a fucking mansion, and they were like real French money. And I went down, we had dinner, like unbelievable. Yeah, so put in those kids. If you're not happy where you are, put in for that transfer.
The dad of that family was Napoleon.
Is that true?
No,
Is that why the urinal was so low? Dude,
It was Napoleon from Bill and Ted. It was the actor.
Napoleon Dynamite was the father. Oh. Well, Aaron,
It's been
next week we
interesting.
might
Aaron's
have to dig
corner.
in. Wait till if Holtzman comes in on the show, we're gonna have to. Have you had Holtzman in here before?
I think so.
He was supposed to be on today, but he canceled. Left me a very low energy voicemail. Sounded depressed.
What happened? You said he had a bad set last night.
That's not last night, but that was the word on the street. It's not what he said, but that's what I had been told.
How bad? I mean, it must have been really bad.
I mean, I've seen some sets.
Yeah, I've seen him bomb at a very important gathering of comedians.
Where was the gathering?
I think it was a memorial.
Yes,
is what he's talking about.
Ah, yes. He was in Thailand, and he loves Thailand. You guys should go together. I think you probably have different interests, but you should go with him.
He told me he needs to get back over there.
He says he owns a hotel over there.
He said he needed to do maintenance, is what he told me.
He's like, I've got a sink that's been stuffed up for 8 years.
Just me and Holtzman ziplining.
So we'll try to get Holtzman on again.
Dude, he would go 2 miles an hour. The pockets on his pants are so flappy and deep. They would act like air brakes.
And his mustache.
Yeah, there's no way, dude. You and Holtzman going fucking ziplining. Is that what you did? Is that how you got around?
That was part of a tour we took. Yeah.
You went on the zipline tour.
How
really fun. Yeah.
How far did it take you?
Good work.
1,000 miles?
No. It's like a little course, you know.
Okay.
It's hard work though. I mean, there's tons of shit you got to climb and stuff.
The crazy thing is you can zip line in Big Bear. This guy's going zip line.
Yeah, certainly. I
Did you eat at McDonald's?
In Thailand? No, I had Burger King in Thailand.
Okay.
At the airport.
How was it?
Really good.
Did you eat it just because you're like, this is the safest thing I can eat right now?
Partly, yeah.
Yeah. I did that in India where I was like, look, there's a McDonald's. I just was super sick. This is probably my safest bet right now.
Did you get the Pad Thai Whopper?
Did you see the Pad CU with fries?
I did go to, when we were in Paris, we went to Versailles, and we went to McDonald's on the way home, and I got a Royale with cheese.
Whoa. Were you
yeah.
talking like fucking John Travolta?
Yeah.
You ever been to Australia for our
No.
Australia listeners?
I wish. I was going to go in 2020 in October, but obviously the whole world shut down.
The great Beardo, our Australian listener, one of many, sent a clip where a woman puts a pint glass in her ass cheeks, wearing a thonger, and then pours a beer from a draft.
And then you grab it, but so the guy that grabbed it looked like he touched her vagina. He had like the middle finger.
He
out,
looked. He pretended
swiped
like
it.
he was being cautious, but he kind of did get like weird with it.
He kind of poked at the vagina when he was grabbing the glass because he grabbed it from the bottom. It's obviously the only way you can get it out of the cheeks.
They say
She
the
did a
kitchen.
handstand?
No, she
No.
was standing.
Oh, okay.
She had a large
Derriere.
Yeah, large keister.
Okay.
But I don't know. Does she have a mirror? Because she wasn't really looking at it.
She must have something because she was able to shake the foam off and then do another fill.
They say the kitchen there is very creative.
Yeah. By the way, I hope they wash those glasses because not only do they have asshole smeared all over them, sweaty asshole from working all day.
You're like, can I just get one with your hands, or
Yeah.
is that not allowed here?
If you go to Australia, try the meat pies. It's my favorite part. Meat pies.
England too is meat pies.
No, but these are on the street. Everywhere
Street
you go,
pies.
they're street meat pies.
Street meat pies.
But I love street food in China. They use dirty oil. I love it.
What weight is that motor oil that you're cooking in? Is that 10W30 or is that 0W20?
I brought some Pennzoil from home. I like the taste of America.
They're like, oh, very.
Wow, sophisticated palate.
This is high mileage oil, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in there if you don't mind.
Ryan, you've been to Southeast Asia, right?
I have not. We were actually going to go, same as you, and then the pandemic struck.
Oh, I thought you had.
Nope.
Because it's weird. There's just little like shacks on the side of the road that just sell gasoline.
In
Petrol.
what, like
Petrol.
soft drink containers?
They're like in like 2-liter bottles.
Oh,
It's
dude. Is that to drink or set yourself on fire?
To do blow it out, do fire tricks.
Yeah, it's really bizarre.
That's crazy because I guess they would not have.
You're like, is this the premium or is this the regular?
Like, this is whatever we brewed
It's
today.
diesel. Good luck.
Is this small batch?
Well, it's also like, what does that even mean for your car? Like,
it's terrible.
how many of these do you need to buy to fill your tank?
Also, you know how bad? Have you ever gone to Mexico and got gas, like deep in the sticks of Mexico?
Yeah, it's still leaded.
Yeah, you got to bring cheesecloth with you to filter out all the rocks and debris that are in it.
Yeah.
So I can't even imagine out of a dirty Gatorade bottle. They're like, it's half Snapple, half gasoline.
It's like Back to the Future. Give you some banana peels, some
It basically is. Your car is running on garbage over there.
Trash. Well, like, is that just? Do you need? I'm assuming no license or anything to do that, right? Just kind of anybody
Yeah.
can. Say,
No, you don't.
What do? You go to the gas station and you mark it up?
Exxon sends an inspector out to your home. It looks at your water bottles that are.
What
full
a
of gas.
weird business model.
Yeah, it's crazy, but you'll see them all over the place when you're there.
You got any way to get by, man. Well, hopefully I'll go there. Tell me
Street gas.
Tell me what high school your wife went to, and I'm going to visit it.
What
Can I
high
throw
school?
her name?
Myanmar. Yeah.
Dude, that's the best Brody joke ever. Was Thailand? What creek?
What stream?
Or what stream?
Yeah, he did a bunch of what high school. Asked some guy. He's like, I'm from Thailand.
He's like, where do you live? What stream?
All right, let's get out of here. Aaron, it was always a pleasure to talk to you.
Good to see you, Aaron.
Let's get out of
See
here. See you on the flip side.
2 weeks, probably.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Danish, O'Neill, Danish and O'Neill. Your empty hearts, they will steal. Danish and O'Neill.